Yo, what's up, y'all? BBTNQ7 here. So, this is a bit of a different video. It's a recap of today's session, not the live trading of me trading the session, because my mic was not connected to OBS Studio, the program in which I film my videos. And when I went to edit the video, there was no sound. Today, for me, was a very important session, and I can see stuff changing very good. It's a complete opposite of yesterday's session, and I'm really, really happy about it. Coming to the day, my bias was bullish. I wanted to see this previous day high get swept because on ES we swept it even before New York, but we swept it just a little. Here we created this low resistance liquidity, and I really believed we will go up from this day on, so my bias was bullish. Also, we had this rejection block right here. We filled these gaps, and on the 15-minute, I wanted to see this rejection block getting tapped into at New York Open, and then we go up higher. That was my thought process coming into the day. There was 3 trades that I wanted to take today. 2 I got edged on, and the third one I actually entered. Yes, I know, mind blowing. BBTNQ actually entered the trade. Look, man, like I said, today was a very good day. I can feel myself getting better. The first trade that I got edged on was this one. And yes, I'm using the replay mode because I want it to be easier to visualize. This right here was the first trade that I was willing to take. My bias was bullish. We had this 0.5 on the 1 minute on the fib plus the rejection block, and I wanted to enter on the CE of the rejection block, but like we can see right here, I got edged by 1 tick. 1 freaking tick. Oh no. 3 ticks. Less than a point. Less than a point. My TP was up here at this C of the rejection block. This was the first point that I could see price reverse back down to. So I wanted to just, go in quick 1 to 2 minute trade, 1 to 4 RR. Like we can see, this trade played out and my TP would be hit. The next trade that I wanted to take was shorts. I switched my bias right here after we reversed this gap and started going down. And after hitting OTE of the range, I went to the 1 minute, found this rejection block, and I wanted to enter here on the CE of the rejection block. 5-point stop loss, TP down to this low. Again, I got edged by freaking 1 point. I got edged by 1 freaking point once again. This trade once again would have been a success. The third and the final trade that I take for the day was this one right here. We had this 15-minute rejection block, hit CE. On the 1 minute, we had this 1 minute rejection block, and with this hit of the 1 minute rejection block CE, I was in the trade. Here I was very, very hyped, and I my heart was beating so fast because I was actually in a trade. I also believed in this trade a lot because we had this low resistance liquidity. Like, look at it, it's so beautiful, it has to get taken out, right? Well, the trade started playing out good. We did go a bit down. Here, I was already jumping around my room, bro. I'm telling you, I was so hyped. I was just jumping around the room because the trade that I was finally in a trade and it was going my way. After this candle, I also put my stop loss to break even. On the next candlestick, we started coming a bit up. I was like, please don't. I was straight up begging the Jews to not move the market up. Man, I admit it, I was begging the Jews to calm down and let me hit the TP. Well, that didn't happen. On the next candle, we came close to my TP, and then boom and bam, my break even got hit. I do have a rule which says if first trade is break even, I can take one more trade. But I was very satisfied with me actually taking a trade and I didn't want to lose for the day. You can call me a coward, you can say whatever you want. I didn't take another trade. Also, I decided to start taking trades for 1 to 3.5, 1 to 3 RR because it's still good. It's amazing actually. And 1 to 4s are even better, of course. 1 to 5, 1 to 6, that's all amazing. But at first, I think the best it will be for me to start taking 1 to 3s. After a while, after I've gotten used to taking trades, to winning trades on 1 to 3, 1 to 3.5, I can bring that up to 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, and so on and so on. But for now, I'll keep it to 1 to 3, 1 to 3.5 max, and go on with that. So yeah, that was all for this session. It was absolutely amazing session. Like I said, I was actually in a trade once for a difference, and I was very hyped. I was jumping around my room just because I was in a trade. And when this candlestick right here, when this wick came to here, I was like, my TP is getting hit. I was celebrating like it's, I don't even know, my first million. I was very happy and I was very hyped. My trade did hit break even, but I wasn't sad about it, crying about it. It didn't feel bad. It felt alright. It felt nice actually taking a trade and it playing out almost hitting your TP. It was very nice. I loved every single second of it. And I believe tomorrow is gonna be the day that I win. That being said, love and appreciate every single one of you. This was BBT and Q. We're getting better and better every single day, man. Peace.